Hello, I'm Chaplain Barbara with Fresh Fire International Ministries. Welcome to our Wisdom Wednesday Nugget. I would like to talk to you about something that happened over the weekend. On Saturday, I volunteered at my church. It's called Summerfest. And what it is, it's just like a huge block party for the community. And they had a water slide, bouncy house, a petting zoo, ponies. They had different things. They had games. They had face painting. It was just wonderful. All kind of food and snacks and it was just wonderful to see the kids just having a great time and enjoying themselves. And at Summerfest, they also give out scholarships, they gave out Chromebooks, and they gave out backpacks filled with supplies. And it took me back a little bit because when they announced that they were getting ready to give out the backpacks, and all the kids, and the parents, they got online. But when I looked, I mean, the line was blocks. I was like, oh my gosh, wow. And a couple of people came over and said, they grabbed my hand and said, come with us, be in agreement. I said, okay, what we in agreement for? They said that we have enough backpacks for all of the children. I said, well, don't y'all have like 500 backpacks? They said, yeah, but we think we have more than 500 kids. I was like, oh, Lord. And so the sister prayed and she was like, Lord, do like you did with the multiply these backpacks and fill them up so that every kid gets a backpack. And they were blessed because every child, everyone got a backpack filled with supplies. And I was watching one of the mothers talk to her two kids, and they's like, Mommy, now you don't have to worry. We got new backpacks and we got all our supplies for school. That touched me. I'm like, oh my gosh. You know, doing it just touched me. And as I'm watching that, I thought about the scripture where God talks about the poor will be with you. In fact, let me read it to you. It's in Deuteronomy 15:11. There will always be poor people in the land. Therefore, I command you to be open handed toward your fellow Israelites who are poor and needy in your land. In this verse, God was speaking to and instructing the Israelites to be generous to the people around them who were in need. And I thought about that. And I then it came as I'm watching the kids and the parents, I thought about I volunteer at the rescue mission. Sometimes you'd have to go out of your community to do things. And I felt led to do that. My church, we support a mission. And so I volunteer at the rescue mission. And we serve men and women who are homeless. And they house them also. And it's just heartfelt because when I'm leaving, some of the guys, some of the ladies, they come and they say, thank you so much for serving. Thank you for coming and serving. That that is so touching. And when I was talking to one of the other volunteers, he was telling me that they also do a food pantry for the community. And he was saying that they have had such an increase because in that area, so many people have been laid off from their jobs. So now they have an increase and they really need more volunteers, more financial support. I forgot, it's like over 1,000 families that they with the food pantry. It used to only be a couple of hundred, now it's over 1,000 that they are serving every week, giving them supplies to help them through. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then the other scripture came to mind um, with Jesus, and it's in Matthew. I'm going to read it. One second. It's in Matthew 26:11, and it says, the poor you will always have with you. So he's reminding us that poverty and the needs will persist, and we need to be compassionate to help wherever we can. If you can serve, serve. If you can donate financially or donate supplies, do that. We're not in the we may not be in the same hysterical context as it was then, but it is still prevalent now. It is still very much prevalent. Um, the obligation is on us as Christians to help do what we can do. So I just wanted to bring that to you just to say, because like I said, I was so touched with the children. Then I thought about the mission. And, you know, my mom used to say, there's always somebody worse off than you. But whatever you can do, $1, 50 cents, volunteer, an hour, 2 hours, a day, 2 days, whatever you can do to help someone less fortunate than you, do that. I just wanted to bring that to you to help. Sometimes, we're caught up in our own selves and we don't think about the other people. And it's also a way of showing the love of Christ that's in us to them. So I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit that I had. Like I said, it blessed me, so I hope it'll bless you. And if Fresh Fire can do anything, if we can help you with anything, please reach out to us. And the best way to reach us is through our website, ffiministries.com. We love you. We're praying for you. Have a blessed week and see you next Wednesday. God bless.